Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Busy Moms Fitness, Nutrition, Mindset, and Accountability Group. This week we are talking about how to gain strength and confidence as summer approaches. I love this topic because I think this is a topic that I think gets a lot of attention come summertime, but really it's in general. How do we just gain confidence and strength just all year round? And in this group, we talk about four main areas. We talk about fitness, nutrition, mindset, and accountability. And in this group, we do base a lot of our content towards that busy mom, that busy woman professional who is looking for sustainable life habits and routines that are going to get them to their long-term goals, that's not going to take up hours of their time, that is actually simple and easy and not this 14 to 16 step plan with all these if buts along the way. You will get the most out of these calls by showing up in the Zoom room like Karen has done here. Welcome. Super excited to have you on here. If you are in the Zoom room, you can get one-on-one coaching. You can get group coaching. You can bring any questions or concerns you have to the table live. I also understand that we are at a lunchtime, and depending on your schedule, you may not be able to be on live. So if you're watching on Facebook, drop hashtag live or hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know you're here. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and what brought you on today's call today. I love to know what actually brought you on. And Karen, just so you know, this is your first one on with us on Zoom. Your camera is off, but I see you are unmuted. If I ask you anything and you don't want to answer or you're not able to, I will take it as if you're not answering as you're not able to. If you unmute and speak up when I ask you a question, then feel free to participate. If I start seeing that you're muted and you don't want to answer, I'll just kind of let the conversation roll as it does, but I want to invite you in if you feel inclined. So, are you ready to participate?
I'm not answering you.
So, who are you? Where are you from? And what brought you on today's call today? We got Elena jumping on here. Perfect. Oh, and just so you know, if you guys ever run Zoom, the new thing that happens is if you hold your thumb up or you hold your hand up for too long, Zoom will automatically raise that. Elena, are you able to share with us who you are, where you're from, and what brought you on today's call today? Hi.
Sure. We're about to go down for a nap. I'm
2 days in a row I get to see you, buddy.
Yeah. I'm from DeWitt. And what was the third question?
What brought you on today's call today?
I'm always trying to get in extra daily movement, being as physical as possible. So I think it would be good for me. I'm going to take a nap, is what he said.
Perfect. That sounds like a plan. And for those of you who are on Facebook, once again, drop live, drop replay. Let me know who you are, where you're from. Click that Zoom link, jump into the Zoom room. You're going to get the most out of today's call. So I love this topic for so many reasons. Oh, dude, you are just so adorable. So adorable. Hi. So you are going to get the most out of these calls by jumping in here. But the reason I love this topic is, honestly, we all have our days where we don't feel great about ourselves, where we want to pick all of these things of, oh, I feel like this, or oh, I'm too bloated, or oh, that clothes doesn't fit right, or oh, that swimsuit's too tight, or though that doesn't cover enough. We all have those days. And those days are going to come up because, honestly, that's just what happens whether you are male or female. Hello, Jean. Welcome. Before I get in, you want to share who you are, where you're from, and what brought you on today's call?
My name is Jean, and I am from mid-Michigan, and I'm a teacher. I happen to be on lunch, so I took my little time to do that, pop on, and just probably have to leave before it ends, but I got to get a little bit of my ME fix for the week.
I love it. So same thing as I ask questions, if you unmute and want to participate, great. I also know you're probably going to be eating, Jean, so if you turn your video off, totally okay. I know Elena's putting a little one down for a nap. So you guys are here, you are participating by just showing up. So this topic is amazing in my mind because honestly, I don't care who you are, how much reframing you do, or how confident you feel in yourself. At some point in our life, we are still going to have times that pop up of my clothes don't fit right, I'm too bloated, that swimsuit's too tight, oh, my legs chafe together. We are going to talk badly about ourselves because it is just so hard to unprogram that because it just naturally happens. For instance, I'm usually a pretty confident in myself type of person, but there's certain times where like I will put on the most comfortable pair of leggings I've ever had, and I put them on and they feel like the tightest things in the world, and it makes me feel ways that I shouldn't feel about myself because our bodies change throughout the month. We have days and times where we feel a little bit more bloated and fuller. We have days and times when we feel lighter and more like a feather. We have these fluctuations, especially as being females. We have more fluctuations than males do. So I love this topic because as we go into summer, this is a topic that I feel like social media and everybody markets on is like, it's summer, lose all that weight, get really thin, do all that stuff. I don't care. I want you to feel confident to go out and wear those shorts, to be able to, for instance, when I was in Cancun with my mom, she asked why I was walking funny. And I said, because my legs are chafing together because my swimsuit is wet. And there's just like, be honest with yourself and know that this is what happens. That no matter how active you are, there are still going to be things that show up in ourselves and in our bodies. And I just want us to remember that it's natural. It's normal. The goal for me is for you guys to have it pop up as minimally as possible. And how that happens is by creating routines and habits that are sustainable for long-term change in a way that makes you feel healthy and confident and strong. One of the things that makes me feel the most powerful and confident is by being able to lift heavy shit. Sorry, I forget we have a little one on. That right there is like one of my favorite things. Like when I go out to the garage and I can lift heavy weight and feel confident of like, oh my goodness, I lifted more than I did last week or than I was last year, or even are really practical. I used to be the person that nobody would want to ask to move because I would have to take breaks by holding the couch. Let's sit it down. My grip strength was horrible. Now I can pick that couch up with ease and move it. That makes me feel super confident. Makes me just, no matter how I physically look or feel in my clothes those days, it makes me feel good. And for me, it's exercising. It's movement. That is what makes me feel good no matter how my body is and no matter what I think about my body that day. And that is why we have a challenge. So we've got 3 things we're going to talk about primarily today. And first one is what the challenge is. So you have all the details. Then I'm going to share how to sign up for it. And then I'm going to tell you some ways to build your confidence as summer approaches if you choose not to participate in the challenge or if you do choose to participate. Does not matter either way. These tips that I'm going to share are things that will work for everybody. So first, the details. If you have seen, we are doing a free 7-day movement challenge, and it will officially start on Monday. So it's not something that you have to start today. I want to give some buffer time, and I want you to be able to have time to sign up. Completely free. So if you decide that you get a few days into it and you're like, this is not for me, that's okay. There's no risk involved. Try it out, see if you like it. So in this challenge, it starts Monday. So it will run Monday, April 24th, all the way to that upcoming Sunday. In that challenge, what will happen is you will get Sunday night, you will get access to an app called My Coach, which both Jean and Elena use. And I'm actually going to have Jean, you're being hot seated here. What is your favorite part about the My Coach app?
I would say my favorite part is being able to check off stuff and then the confetti, because I did everything and I've been doing it, kind of thing.
I love that you said the confetti. So the My Coach app is an accountability app where you will open up the app on your phone and it will give you your actions for the day. So in this challenge, your action will be to complete 30 minutes of intentional movement. And also on that day, you will have one of the group fitness classes that I teach as an option, because those classes are 30 minutes. So you could click on that and you could do that for your 30 minutes. What also classifies as intentional movement for 30 minutes is walking, biking, jogging, running, hiking, thinking of something that you're getting your heart rate up, you're not totally out of breath, but you're getting that body moving for 30 minutes intentionally. So in this challenge, you may be thinking, holy moly, 30 minutes is a lot. That's okay. I still encourage you to try it and show up and see where that barrier is. Is it a 15-minute mark? Can you actually do that 30-minute mark, because there's a challenge and there's confetti behind it when you actually complete it. So in the app, you will have your action. You will also have a workout that if you choose to complete, you are welcome to. There will also be a little health lesson in there. So you will have all of those every single day for 7 days. At the end of those 7 days, we can talk about if you want to move forward. There's going to be a bonus for those who complete the challenge of complete full all the way. You do all 7 days, you complete all the things. There will be a little prize at the end. So thinking through why is movement important? Movement is important to me because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel lean. It makes me feel confident. It clears my mind. Movement to me is like one of the biggest things in the world, but it's something that sometimes we get caught up on. So for a 7-day free movement challenge, you are going to move intentionally for 30 minutes. If there is something and you're like, Morgan, does this count? We can have dialogue. In the My Coach app, there's also a messaging section where we'll go back and forth in communication. I'm going to be checking in on you daily of, hey, how did your 30 minutes go yesterday? How are you feeling today? Oh, I'm really sore. Okay, your 30 minutes is going to be stretching today. Stretching also counts. If you do a 30-minute stretch session intentionally, I will let you count that as your 30 minutes of intentional movement. So if you have questions on the details, let me know, drop them in the comments. What I'm also going to do is how to sign up. Super easy. All you have to do is I'm going to drop the link in Facebook and I'm going to drop it here. And Jean, I believe you already have it. Elena, I'm not sure if you do. You'll just click this link and it's going to take you to a landing page. All I need from you is a name and an email. The reason I need the email is because I am going to, ideally it says first name. If I could get your full name, that would be awesome. Only because when I put you into the My Coach app on my end, I need your first and last name. And then I need your email so that I can send you the onboarding email to download the app and get into the program. So that is the reason I need those. Like I said, if you sign up there and Monday comes and you shoot me a message, you're like, Morgan, I signed up, I don't want to participate, that's fine. Let me know, not a big deal. Or you technically have until Sunday to sign up for this challenge. So if you know somebody else that you want to rope into it for the next 7 days, share this link with them, have them sign up, first name, last name, and their email, and I will get you guys all going starting on Monday. The point of this challenge is to get you doing something outside of your comfort zone, to get you moving intentionally for 30 minutes a day, to get you feeling better. Because I can guarantee that if you move intentionally for 30 minutes at a time for the next 7 days, you are going to feel better. You are going to feel more confident. You're going to stand up taller. You are going to feel better. And there's a lot of things that build on this. And I really like starting with movement. Sometimes we like to start with water, so we'll do water challenges. Sometimes we'll start with sleep, we'll do sleep challenges. But with summer coming up, it's beautiful out. Get outside, try to enjoy the sunshine, do some movement for the next 7 days. Any questions on how to sign up or what the challenge entails and things like that from Jean, Elena, or any of you on Facebook? Any questions? I'm going to refresh over here. And I'm going to take muting as like, we are all good. Perfect. And yes, Zoom does the thing where it gives you the thumbs up if you hold your thumb up for too long. Okay, so awesome, Elena. Perfect. So today, like I said, we're going to talk about 3 things: how to sign up for the challenge, what the challenge details are, and what you can do to build your confidence as summer approaches, whether you participate in the challenge or not. Biggest thing that I can share is you are not alone. I can guarantee every single one of us in this community has felt not confident going into summer at one point in their life. It's normal. Maybe it's a yearly thing. Maybe it's an everyday thing. Maybe it's I used to, but I don't anymore. I want you to remember that you're not alone in this process. We are never alone. And when we go through changing our life through health and wellness and small sustainable habits and routines, that when we do it alone, it feels really lonely and alone. Just like running a business on your own feels lonely if you do not have a community to support and ask questions to. So that is what this community is for. As you run into those days where you don't feel your best, shoot me a message. Let's talk through it. Let's boost your confidence. Let's go for a walk. Let's talk it out. Because I understand sometimes we need that extra support. And sometimes our family just doesn't understand like somebody else in our community would. Other thing, be kind to yourself. Long-term sustainable changes take time. And one thing that I think gets kind of bogged down is when this is talked about, how to gain strength and confidence as summer approaches, people go to, I need to lose 12 pounds before summer. I need to do this. I need to do this. That is not the case. Because if you do that, the chances of you being able to sustain that long term is very small. So we want to think about starting now so that we can build and reframe our mindset. But at the same time, we're building long-term habits that build on one another. For instance, I was talking to a client earlier today. She's been part of our accountability program for 90 days come this next Tuesday. And we looked back at what her first actions were. It was 32 ounces of water. She's now drinking 74 ounces of water. It was moving 5 minutes. Now it's biking 2.5 miles. Like there is growth that happens over time. It's not something that happens overnight. It is a long game. It's something that is going to take time if you want it to last. So I've heard this quote a lot recently, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's commercials using it or whatever I'm consuming has said it a lot. And it's the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is now. Stop waiting for that perfect time or that next big quick fix. Start making small sustainable changes for yourself today. And that can be, I'm going to drink water. I'm going to go stand outside and get some vitamin D. I'm going to go take a walk around the school. I'm going to call a friend. I'm going to implement a nighttime routine. The thing that gets us caught up is taking on everything because summer's coming and we get in this mad rush of, I got to do all the things. I got to drop all the weight. I have to feel the best I can because summer's coming and I'm going to be in a swimsuit and shorts and a tank top. If we approach it like that, we are going to fail. There's a very small percentage of you out there who can do the all or nothing approach and be successful long term. A lot of us will be successful for a few months, maybe a year or two, but then we'll regress. So really thinking about what is that one thing you can start doing today? Is it signing up for the challenge? Is it drinking more water? Is it getting a buddy to go walk with you on those days when you're just like, no, I don't want to do anything? Is it roping someone else into it? For us to feel confident every single year as summer approaches, we've got to start now. Because the best time was 20 years ago, but the second best time to start is now. Something else that I like to do if I end up in a rut of just not feeling great about myself, physically, mentally, how the clothes fit, I gotta try on that thing, is really sit down and make a list of all the things you love about yourself. Whether it's things, whether it's the way your body looks, whether it's your mentality, whether it's the way you respond, maybe it's your laugh. Really make a list of all the things you really enjoy and you love about yourself. We get so caught on picking up all of the bad things of, oh, I'm this way or that way or this, or, oh, I don't like that, or, oh, that's not good. I always respond a bad way. Pick up all the things you enjoy about yourself, write it down, put it in a place that you can see. We use the Legend Planner. I know Elaine and I do, we love it. There's extra pages in the back, write it down back there. And when you start to feel down, go and read it. Stop yourself and say, okay, I'm not gonna talk to myself like that today. I'm going to talk about what I love about myself. We're not going to be able to fix it 100%, I guarantee, but we can reframe and we can become aware of it. Because if we are not aware of it, then it becomes really hard to be confident. Some other things you can do is set goals for yourself. Maybe the goal isn't to do all the things by the time summer hits, but maybe the goal is to plan a vacation in 2 years for this X, Y, and Z. Plan, set a goal, do something for you that you're going to look forward to that gives you intrigue and interest, and then work towards that goal. And each time you take one baby step towards that goal, celebrate it, build that confidence, build those wins. I heard once, and I've heard multiple times, but I really liked the way that this was stated, is your kids are never gonna remember or care what pant size you were. They're gonna care that you were there and you enjoyed their time together. We get so caught up in the size we wear, and I just saw that all the sizes are getting even smaller. And I'm like, okay, just means that my size goes up. And I know it's not great. I used to buy things on Amazon that were one size, and now I'm up 2 sizes. And it's not because my body changed, but it's because the clothing lines are changing. So thinking through that, like, when we are doing things with our friends, when we're doing things with our family, they don't care. They don't care what size pants you're wearing. They don't care if that shirt's too tight on you. They care if you're comfortable, if you're having fun, if you guys are enjoying your time together. And a lot of that boils down to us trying to find clothes that we are comfortable in. Because if we don't feel comfortable, it's hard for us to have fun. But we shouldn't get caught up in letting the size of something dictate how we feel. And I did that for a while. When I had to start buying bigger swimsuits, or for instance, I went to American Eagle and I bought a pair of shorts. This was probably 3 years ago. I walked in there. I was still wearing a pair of American Eagle shorts that borderline tight, but I was like, I need a new pair. We're going to Florida. And I walk in and I'm like, okay, so these fit me, but I need just a little bit bigger, like the next size. Turns out the next size that I needed to be in was really 3 sizes bigger. And I asked the lady, I'm like, okay, what happened here? She goes, it's not you, it's our sizes. Our sizes continue to change. And it's the difference between female clothes and male clothes. Males are always, let's measure and be done. Female clothes, we change and we go small, medium, large. Jean, I see you unmuted.
I did, because here's what I do know. Lee jeans, I have boot cut, and then I have a different, it's not straight leg, but it's different. It's not boot cut. And the boot cut is one size smaller than the other side, the other like type. It's really, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Now, the boot cut that's a little bit smaller is a little bit tighter, but not that much. And it's like, okay, which I'm good, because I like the boot cut because it's for riding horses and stuff. But I was like, this is janky. So yeah, and then I have a super comfortable pair of white dress pants, and that's like 2 sizes up from the boot cut jeans. But I really like those dress pants, and they're Lee dress pants. So yeah, I've kind of ditched the whole sizing thing, which is super hard to do.
It's really hard. There's actually a boutique in Eastwood Town Center. I think it's called Dry Goods. My sister and I went there around Christmas time, and I was looking for stuff for the cruise I went on at New Year's, and I found a skirt. And the skirts didn't have sizes, which I thought was awesome. I should have brought it down, but it said perfectly perfect was like the size of the skirt that I had. That, like, you could see, and they gave like range, like you could see the sizes because they put them next to small, medium, large. You could see the skirts get big, but there was no size behind it. And I think there's been some other brands that do that. I will say Levi's, that is one brand that I'm not a jeans wearer, but I went to Levi's and I bought their jeans because they are sized based on your waist. based on your inseam. They're based on how men would wear clothes. And to me, that was super helpful. And okay, I'm not a size 18. I'm a size whatever is around. So thinking through the sizing is really hard. And I'm going to tell you what, I think the worst mirrors in the entire world are the Target mirrors. So when it comes to clothing, the biggest piece of advice that I can share is if you want to try it on at the store, great, but buy multiple sizes, take it home, try it on at home, try it on a few times, see if it's really comfortable, see how you really like yourself in it. We get stuck in looking at something in this mirror it just doesn't sit right. I've been in ones where I've been like, oh wow, that makes me look really great. I get it home and I'm like, what was I doing? This is so uncomfortable. Or I will buy something and I'll look in the Target mirror, I'm like, oh, this is awful. I get home, I'm like, wow, I feel super confident in this. So bring the clothes home. If you buy things, bring it home. Be okay to up your pant size. If those shorts don't fit this summer, that's okay. Put them in a bin, label them to go back to them next summer or later this summer. If you end up increasing your movement, drinking water, making healthier habits, and you feel like your shorts that you bought that were a little bigger are getting looser, try them on. But put them away. Don't make them a pair of shorts you put on each and every week. These still don't fit. Because that right there is not great either. I have a pair of shorts. I have 2 pairs actually, that they're the wishing shorts. We all have pants and shorts and shirts. We're like, maybe one day again. They sit at the bottom of my drawer. I know they're down there. I can guarantee because of my glutes and because of my thighs, I will never wear them again. But they're some of my favorite shorts, then I love the style of them, but I keep them. But also what I've done is I've bought bigger shorts, which was hard. It's hard to buy that bigger size. But I'm going to tell you what, I put on that and they fit and they're loose or they snug just in the right area. I feel super confident and I'll go out and I'll wear them wherever. But if I'm wearing that thing that's extra tight because I don't want to admit that I need a bigger pair of shorts, I'm going to feel uncomfortable. I'm going to be pulling my shirt over it because I don't want things to be seen. I want to feel confident in my clothes. And if that means me buying a bigger size, that means me buying a bigger size. Something I learned is our bodies fluctuate as we go through periods of life. In the winter, you may have clothes that are bigger, but in the summer, you may have jeans that are smaller because we are more active. Here in Michigan, we tend to be more active in the summer than we are in the winter because there's snow and we don't see very much sun. So our bodies are going to fluctuate through the seasons, through stress in your life. If you had a loss, if you're moving, if you've had a child, our body's going to fluctuate up and down. The way we hold stress is different. So it's good to have a variety of sizes. It's good to have some pants that are higher in size, some pants that are lower in size. It's good to have those. And same with shirts, same with swimsuits, same with all of it. Find what you're comfortable in. Who cares about the size? And I know that's really hard, but just my biggest piece of advice for that is grab them, take them home with you, try them on at home, try them on a few times, whatever you don't like, return. Because if you try them on at home in the comfort of your own home, you will actually get a sense of how the clothes fit and feel, rather than being somewhere where you're already kind of uncomfortable because you're in a dressing room, you don't actually have the whole outfit put together. There's so many factors. Elena, are you still put down for nap time? If you are, I will take it as you staying muted. If not, do you have any comments or insights thus far? I have just a few more tips to go through.
No, we're still struggling to go to sleep.
Hi, I know, we're almost done, and then it will be actually nap time.
Yeah.
I can see.
Oh, you're reading?
Yeah. No, I don't think I really have much to say other than I agree it is better to just buy the bigger size or even just try different. Like I've bought some Levi's jeans from Amazon though, so they're probably a little different. I have 3 pairs of the same size of jeans, all the same style, but bought maybe like 3 years apart, and they all fit me differently. So
That's crazy.
Things change. And they aren't like the typical like 32 by 30, like it's like size 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they probably aren't like the actual
Nice.
Levi store type jeans, but they definitely, it's interesting when you buy the same size 3 different years apart and they're all the same.
And I'll say jeans fit differently than
Dragon.
shorts. Like if I buy jeans, they're one size. If I buy shorts, the size is normally higher because they sit differently on our bodies.
Yeah.
You are so cute.
You can say hi to her.
Hi.
You are so cute.
Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
Go
We're
by.
not
Okay,
hanging
you
up
can
on
turn
her.
the screen off if you would like.
Bye.
So some other things that I really want you guys to keep in mind is things that make you feel good. If you know there's something, an activity you do, or someone you talk to, or something you listen to, or a type of food you eat, do more of that. The more of that you do, the stronger you're going to feel and the more confident you're going to feel. Start small when you make changes. Reason being is if we start small and we crush those goals and we keep crushing and we keep crushing, our confidence is built. If you start big and you don't do it, your confidence is crushed. We want to build our confidence, not crush it. And then the last thing that I really want to share is remember to talk positively about yourself. If it's not something that you would say to your kids or you would say to a friend about their body or the way they are wearing something, you should not be saying it to yourself. And it's hard, even if it's something, and a lot of that comes from reframing when we're on social media too. If you're scrolling, you're like, oh, that was not a great outfit on her. Reframe that of, oh, wow, her smile was really pretty there. Because we tend to look for the bad things always first. In ourselves and others, we tend to look for the bad, and it takes time and it takes practice. But if you just practice the reframe of, oh, if I just noticed I did that, I'm going to pick out something good about this person or something positive about myself. Whatever it may be, all that does is it reinforces that positive thinking and that positive self-talk. And that's where gratitude comes in. We did a gratitude training a couple weeks ago in our accountability program, and really just leaning into why it's important and why we need to be grateful and positive around these things in our lives to help reframe and refine that positive thinking and talk. So those are some of the tips I have for building your confidence as you go into summer. Reminder, if you want to participate in the challenge, click the link below. I've added it in the Facebook here. It's below. If you're watching on YouTube a few months later, still click the link sign up because I will be running this challenge again so that when I do run it again, I will contact you and we'll get you put in. So I know I did say April 24th. This one will be starting April 24th. If you are watching this 6 months down the road or you missed this, still sign up because that sheet lives on, and that means that when the next one comes around, you can be added. So Elena, do we have any questions? If no questions, I'd love to know your biggest insight or takeaway from today, and then you guys can head on off to real nap time.
No questions.
My
Biggest takeaway from today is that I need to be more positive about myself, be more body positive in all ways. I think I'm too hard on myself sometimes. But that it is possible to do life easy every day, little changes, little micro habits that add up. So
Absolutely. And the fact that you acknowledge that your self-talk is probably not so great some days, that's okay. You've had a lot of changes in this last year. For those who don't know, Elena, I think, has lived in 3 different houses in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing that without children. So you've had a lot of changes and a lot of different stressors. So just knowing that, give ourselves grace. Yep, we're not where we were last year. That's okay.
yeah.
But we're making those small habits to get towards there. Awesome. Well,
Mommy.
you two have a great rest of your day.
All right.
Bye.
Pet.
Oh, and next week, so you guys all know, we are doing a cooking demo for this group. So Saturday, in case you missed an email, look for the grocery list. It's going to be in there. So click the grocery list. Make sure you have the things on the grocery list if you'd like to participate either live or if you're watching the replay. We're going to be making one high protein and vegetable dinner that you can actually have later that day. We're gonna be making a protein lunch and then a snack. So we're gonna be making 3 things next Thursday live. And I'm gonna get to do it from one of my clients' houses. So it will be fun. You guys will get to see me actually do it for someone else, and they're actually gonna have this food, and we're gonna get to do this. So cooking demo next week. I'm super excited. We're gonna make these a regular thing. Yeah. So if you have any questions or on that, look for the grocery list on Saturday. Grocery list will then go out again on Wednesday next week. And I will post it in the Facebook group either tomorrow or Saturday, so you guys have that. So I will see you all next Thursday, same time, same place. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, you guys.